how to say telephone numbers in English. So firstly, a couple of tips for you. Number one, the word zero. We could actually pronounce the word zero two ways, yeah? So we have zero, meaning nothing. We also can say O, okay? Zero or O. So if we have two zeros, we could say 00, double O, or OO. Okay, so you'll hear me through this dictation. Sometimes I will use the word zero, meaning O, and sometimes I will use O, meaning zero. Okay, pretty easy. So just remember to listen for those two different words for what is an O or a zero. Did you know it's easier to group numbers in 2 or 3s when you're saying a number? When thinking or saying numbers, try to say them in smaller groups. So if we have a telephone number, for example, when I think of that number, I think of them in small groups. 093 246 8057. Okay, instead of going 093 246 8057. Okay, you can't remember 10 numbers, or what's that, 4, 7, 10 numbers. You can't remember 10 numbers in one group, so you break them up into 3 smaller groups. And that's the best way to think about numbers. Okay, here again we have a 2 number group because it's a bigger number. So I will say 08 462 035 319. Okay, so again, I've broken it up into those smaller groups of 2 numbers or 3 numbers, and that makes it easier to say. Yeah. One more tip: doubles and triples. So when we have 2 numbers, we can use the term double, and when we have 3 numbers, we can use the term triple. So for example, double like 00, and triple like 777. Okay, so 2 9s would be 99, where 3 9s is 999, 99, 999. International phone numbers have a very strict system of how they are put together. So let's talk about international phone numbers. Firstly, there is the country code. Every country has its own code. Okay, it's 1 digit, like the country of Canada has +1. Yeah, it can be 1 digit, or it can be 2 digits, like Vietnam, where I'm from. It has +84, 2 digits for the country code. And smaller countries may actually have 3 digits. In this case, Ireland has +353. Okay, so a country code can have 1 digit, 2 digits, or 3 digits as its country code. And a country code will always start with a plus. Yeah, that little cross sign, we call that a plus. And in today's dictation, I will use the word plus in one of the phone numbers. Okay, so listen out for that word plus. Area code. Okay, an area code is just usually a 2 or 3 digit number. Okay, so for example, my hometown, my home province of New South Wales, Australia, has 02 as the code. Yeah, and then we have local numbers, and we all know local numbers. Yeah, that's our local mobile number or our local landline number. And there is an example of a number from Australia. Australia code +61, area code 02, and then the phone number. How can you ask for someone's telephone number? Question: what's your phone number? It's +61. For example, what's your phone number? It's 093 584 6255. So guys, please remember, it's easier to think in English if you want to remember English numbers. Okay, translating them from your own language to English is much more difficult. I'm a Vietnamese learner, and I try to think of my numbers in Vietnamese and not English, because I live in a country where we speak and we communicate in Vietnamese. So my numbers are mostly in Vietnamese when I'm thinking, okay? It must be in English. It's much easier to think of your numbers in English if you're trying to communicate in English, okay? Emergency service numbers. Now, if you ever get the chance to travel around the world, please make sure you learn the number for the emergency service in that country. Every country has a different number, okay? They are always, or nearly always, a 3-digit number, okay? And for example, Australia uses 000. Okay, we use 000. When in danger, call 000. In New Zealand, they use 111. Okay, New Zealand's a great country. You've got to visit New Zealand. I've been there once. And in the United States, we have that very, very popular one of 911. And I think England is 999, but don't quote me on that one. But make sure that when you travel, you always learn the emergency services number. Yeah, what's the number in your country?